Imagine a dog, not just any dog, but a dog with an IQ of 200. That's smarter than even the smartest humans. This isn't some science fiction movie, this is a story about what happens when dogs, our beloved furry friends, become super geniuses. What would life be like? Let's imagine. Picture a dog that can solve complex puzzles in minutes, a dog that can understand human emotions and respond with empathy. Imagine a dog that can not only fetch the newspaper but also read it to you, translate it into several languages, and maybe even write a strongly worded letter to the editor about local dog park conditions. The possibilities are endless. Think about a dog that can play chess and win against grandmasters, a dog that can use a computer to browse the internet and even read books to gain more knowledge. This dog would be a true intellectual companion, capable of engaging in deep conversations and providing insights that could rival those of human experts. In a laboratory setting, this dog could contribute to scientific research, making groundbreaking discoveries that could change the world. Imagine a dog working alongside scientists, using its incredible intelligence to solve some of the most pressing issues of our time. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a glimpse into a future where our furry friends are more than just pets. They're partners in progress. Surrounded by books and gadgets, this dog would be constantly learning and evolving. It could teach other dogs, creating a community of super-intelligent canines that could revolutionize the way we live. Imagine a world where dogs are not only our companions but also our teachers, mentors, and collaborators. What would life be like? Let's imagine. Could a dog this smart fetch the newspaper? Absolutely. But they could also probably read it to you, translate it into several languages, and maybe even write a strongly worded letter to the editor about local dog park conditions. The possibilities are endless. Imagine waking up in the morning to find your dog has already fetched the newspaper, read it, and highlighted the most important articles for you. This dog could even provide a summary of the news, saving you time and keeping you informed, but they could also probably read it to you, translate it into several languages, and maybe even write a strongly worded letter to the editor about local dog park conditions. The possibilities are endless. This dog could be a global ambassador, bridging gaps between cultures and languages. With its ability to translate multiple languages, it could help foster better communication and understanding among people from different parts of the world. And maybe even write a strongly worded letter to the editor about local dog park conditions. The possibilities are endless. Imagine a dog that can type on a computer, draft emails, and even write articles for a blog or a newspaper. This dog would be a true intellectual powerhouse, capable of making significant contributions to society. Buckle up, because life with a 200 IQ dog would be a wild, wonderful ride. From solving complex problems to making groundbreaking discoveries, this dog would be an incredible companion, bringing joy, knowledge, and innovation into our lives. So, let's embrace the idea of a super intelligent dog and imagine the endless possibilities it could bring to our world. The alarm clock goes off, signaling the start of another day. Or it would, if my genius golden retriever Sparky hadn't already turned it off. Sparky has an uncanny ability to sense when it's time to wake up, and he always ensures I get just the right amount of sleep. He knows I need 8 hours of sleep, you see. It's like he has an internal clock synchronized with mine. Every morning he gently nudges me awake, his eyes sparkling with intelligence and affection. By the time I drag myself out of bed, Sparky has already prepared my breakfast oatmeal with precisely 12 blueberries, just the way I like it. He even knows to add a dash of cinnamon for that extra flavor. And that's not all. Sparky has laid out my clothes for the day, factoring in weather patterns and current fashion trends. It's like having a personal stylist and meteorologist rolled into one furry package. "Good morning, Sparky," I mumble, still half asleep. His tail wags energetically, a clear sign that he's ready to start the day. He greets me with a tail wag and a cup of perfectly brewed coffee. Yes, you heard that right. Sparky has mastered the art of brewing coffee, and it's always just the right temperature. My morning paper is neatly folded on the table, with Sparky's insightful annotations on the margins. He has a knack for picking out the most important news and even adds his own thoughts. "The economy, Sparky? You think we should invest in bamboo?" I ask, genuinely curious about his opinion. His annotations are always spot on, and I often find myself taking his advice. He barks twice for yes. It's our little system of communication, and it works perfectly. Sparky's intelligence never ceases to amaze me. Life with a 200 IQ dog is never dull. From solving complex puzzles to understanding human emotions, Sparky is always one step ahead. Every day is an adventure and I wouldn't have it any other way. Sparky isn't just intelligent, he's incredibly resourceful. Remember that leaky faucet driving us crazy? Sparky fixed it. He watched a YouTube tutorial on plumbing, gathered the necessary tools, and had the whole thing repaired before I could even find my toolbox. And his problem-solving skills don't stop there. Lost my keys again? No problem, Sparky can sniff them out faster than a bloodhound. Car making a funny noise? Sparky's already diagnosed the problem and written a detailed note for the mechanic complete with a diagram of the engine. With Sparky around, life's little problems seem to disappear. He's like having a furry, four-legged superhero at my beck and call. Living with a dog who's smarter than Einstein has its challenges. Imagine coming home to a furry friend who not only understands your every word, but also has a knack for solving problems that would stump most humans. It's like living with a genius in a fur coat. For one thing, Sparky has strong opinions. He's not just any dog, he's a dog with a mission. Whether it's the type of food he eats or the activities he engages in, Sparky knows exactly what he wants and isn't afraid to let you know. He turns his nose up at generic dog food, demanding meals that are organic, locally sourced, and prepared with the finest ingredients. It's as if he has a gourmet palate that rivals that of a top chef. He won't settle for anything less than the best, and rich in omega-3 fatty acids. His diet is meticulously planned to ensure he gets all the nutrients he needs to keep his brain sharp and his body healthy. It's like preparing meals for a canine connoisseur, and good luck trying to win an argument with him. Sparky has a way of presenting his case that makes it nearly impossible to disagree. His logic is impeccable, and he always seems to have the upper paw in any debate. His logic is always airtight. Whether it's deciding the best route for a walk or choosing the most stimulating toy, Sparky's decisions are well thought out and backed by solid reasoning. It's like living with a tiny, four-legged philosopher. There's also the matter of keeping him mentally stimulated. Simple games of fetch or tug-of-war just won't cut it for Sparky. He needs activities that challenge his intellect and keep him engaged. Sure, we go to the dog park where he can run and play with other dogs. It's a great way for him to burn off some energy and socialize, but it's not enough to keep his brilliant mind occupied. But Sparky gets bored with fetch after about 5 minutes. He needs something more intellectually stimulating to keep him interested. Fetch might be fun for a while, but it doesn't hold his attention for long. He'd much rather engage in a lively debate about quantum physics or delve into the mysteries of the universe. His curiosity knows no bounds, and he's always eager to learn something new or help me solve complex mathematical equations. Sparky's intelligence is truly remarkable, and he loves to be challenged with problems that require deep thinking and analysis. Finding stimulating activities for a dog with a 200 IQ is a full-time job. It requires creativity, patience, and a deep understanding of his unique needs. But despite the challenges, living with Sparky is an incredibly rewarding experience. His intelligence and curiosity bring joy and excitement to every day. But let's be honest, life with Sparky is never boring. He's always coming up with new games and activities. He's a master chess player, a talented painter, abstract of course, and a whiz at Sudoku. He even learned to play the piano, although his rendition of Chopsticks could use some work. We spend our evenings curled up on the couch, Sparky reading aloud from his favorite philosophical treatises while I knit. He's surprisingly insightful for a dog, often offering perspectives I'd never considered. Who knew a canine could have such a profound understanding of the human condition? Section 6, The World's Smartest Dog, A Philosophical Tale. Sparky's intelligence raises some interesting questions. Is he happy? Does he understand his own intelligence? Does he ever yearn for a simpler life, one where he could chase squirrels without pondering the meaning of existence? I honestly don't know. But I do know this. Sparky is my best friend. He's loving, loyal, and always there for me, even when I'm struggling to understand his latest philosophical musings. He's taught me that intelligence comes in all shapes and sizes, and that sometimes, the greatest gift is a wet nose nudge and a wagging tail. Section 7. The future is furry and full of potential. Imagine a world where dogs like Sparky aren't the exception but the rule. Schools for super intelligent pups, canine CEOs leading Fortune 500 companies, dogs solving some of the world's most complex problems. The possibilities are mind-boggling. Of course, there would be challenges. We'd need to rethink our relationship with dogs, recognizing their intelligence and autonomy. But imagine the incredible partnership we could forge. With their intelligence, loyalty, and unwavering love, dogs could help us create a brighter, more compassionate future. Section 8. A world where dogs lend a paw, or brain. Think of the problems we could solve. Dogs could assist in medical research, developing cures for diseases. They could help us combat climate change, finding innovative solutions to environmental challenges. They could even help us bridge the communication gap between humans, fostering understanding and empathy. And let's not forget the simple joys. Imagine going for a walk with your dog and discussing the latest Nobel Prize-winning literature or debating the ethics of artificial intelligence. Life would be an endless adventure of discovery and companionship. Section 9. The unbreakable bond of love and intelligence. Ultimately, the story of a dog with a 200 IQ isn't just about intelligence. It's about the extraordinary bond between humans and animals. It's about recognizing the intelligence and sentience of our furry companions and embracing the unique gifts they bring to our lives. In a world often defined by difference, it's our shared love and respect for one another that truly matters. And who knows, maybe one day the dream of sharing our lives with super intelligent, loving dogs will no longer be a fantasy, but a reality.